faithful Niner Empire. What's good? You know who it is. It's your boy, Jay intheBay. Whew. Man, talk about too close for comfort. Man. First, I gotta give a shout out to the Detroit Lions, the coaching staff, the players. They never quit. They never gave up. And that was pretty clear in that fourth quarter. We were up, 41-17. And the Lions, they roared back. Them good old Lions roared back, man. But much respect to them. They will be a rebuilding team this year, but they seem like they have the right attitude. They have the moxie to compete in the NFL. That's what they did today. They competed. And my respect to them. And, hopefully they'll have a healthy, and as much success as they can in their season. But, I'm glad we got the win. There's definitely areas where we need to improve. Let's get the negative out the way first. Jason Verrett, very unfortunate. Our best cornerback. Hopefully the injury is not serious. We really won't know 100% for sure until the MRI. That's probably going to be done maybe tonight or tomorrow. And, and then we'll have an idea on that. Also, who was it? Raheem Mostert has a knee injury as well. He did not return to the game. Hopefully he will be back. And yeah, that was a crazy game. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, guys. I gotta charge my laptop. Wouldn't want it to die during the live stream. But yeah, the 49ers run D, man. I think the 49ers run D definitely suffered today, but it's only week one. There's definitely room to improve. That's for sure. Okay, there we go. So there's definitely room to improve for the 49ers run D. Obviously, with Kinlaw being out, it definitely exposed the middle of the run defense. That was definitely something that left a lot to be desired. Robbie Gould, 2 of 3. Yeah, there's room to improve there. But yeah, what did you guys think of the game? Let's get into these comments. And first, shout out to everyone watching Jay intheBay Facebook, Spotlight Sports Network Facebook, and of course Jay intheBay YouTube Jay intheBay YouTube channel. But there were some great performances, and I definitely will get into that. But first, let's hear what the faithful, the Niner Empire, thought of the game. Let's see. Jay was here. Actually, 49ers Ultimate Report was here. It's crazy. We were up 41-17 with 2 minutes and barely won 41-33. Bad special teams play. Kittle, and 16 points later, 8-point win. Wow. What's good? 49er Ultimate Report. Thanks for tuning in, man. Yeah, that was a crazy last 5-6 minutes of the game. But hey, I mean, this is a marathon, not a sprint. We have to appreciate every win we can get, but definitely it was not perfect. But there were some very good things that we did in the game. Jay, what's good? Appreciate you joining the stream, Jay. He says 49ers Ultimate Report, a win is a win. And I think the players, the coaches know that, yes, we got to win, but we're not 100% satisfied by that. There's definitely always room to improve even when we win games, 49ers Ultimate Report says also the Debo fumble, yeah. And I thought that was a great play. I was like, okay, Jimmy. All right, Jimmy. This is your moment, Jimmy. Can you get a first down by making a good read, making a good throw to a receiver? Jimmy did that. He held up his end of the bargain. But he kept his end of the deal by getting Debo a nice thrown ball. He made a good read. He got the ball out quickly, but Debo, it's all about ball security, man. And I know Debo on the sideline, he was sweating bullets. And, I never think that if a team loses, it comes down to one play. I don't think it's ever one play. There were definitely several plays that allowed, the Lions to come back into that game. And shout out, I know no one's going to say his name today. And tell me if I'm wrong, but no one is going to say this person's name today and thank them. Dante Johnson. Quarterback Dante Johnson, number 27. Yeah, he got beat on that touchdown catch that looked ugly. It was like, Dante, what are you doing? But Tyrell Williams, he's got a height advantage over him. Tyrell Williams is like 6'4", so he just went up and got that touchdown on the goal line. But Dante Johnson, he stepped up. He made some plays on that last drive with Goff against the Lions. So shout out Dante Johnson. No one's going to say your name today, but Jay in the Bay will. So thank you, Dante Johnson. He in one of the biggest moments, he made a big play. So shout out to Dante Johnson. Let's see. Jay Mouse says Jared Goff choked. Well, I think that's the type of game you'll get from Goff. He played solid, but the turnovers obviously kills you. That's why you can't have those turnovers. Sam Bell, what's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream, Sam. Man, the Cardinals beat the brakes off them good old Tennessee Titans. I was surprised. Tennessee's home opener, and they get beat down by the Cards like that. I was surprised, man. I know you're disappointed in your Titans for sure. Kays, what's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream, man. He says you said it, baby. Yeah, that game was too close for comfort. Clearly the better team won, but the game became that close because the Lions didn't give up, and that's why they have my respect because they refused to give up. Roberto Hastings, what's good? Thanks for tuning into the stream, Roberto. He says I read Jason Verrett tore his ACL. That's probably what's being feared the most, but we don't know for sure until there's an MRI done and all that. But yeah, you just got to hope that that's not the case, and hopefully Verrett will be back. But speaking of Verrett, man, like our secondary, whew. I mean, Lenore, I think he looks solid. I think Lenore looks solid. Ambry Thomas, he was in on some defensive snaps. I saw Ambry Thomas on kick return. That was cool to see. I saw Elijah Mitchell there as well. They didn't really blow my mind. They didn't have a great kick return or anything like that, but it was decent. I want to say Ayuk. I don't think he returned a punt. Or no, he did one. I think Ayuk returned one punt, but it was just like 5 yards. And I think Sanu was back there. And Detroit Lions, they refused to punt. They did not want to punt that ball, especially in the first half. But that's kudos to the coaching staff. And the head coach Dan Campbell believes in his team. They're not going to lay down. They didn't, and that's why the game was so close. But yeah, those were the special teams: Mohamed Sanu, Ambry Thomas, and then I think Ayuk had like one punt return. Jay says almost blew the lead. Thank God our defense stepped up. Yep, yeah, and then on that last play, Samson Ibukam came in with the pressure. He got pressure on Goff, made him throw away the ball sooner than he wanted to. So that was definitely a great thing. Let's see. Kay says JV sigh. Yeah, you just got to hope it's not, season-ending injury. Jay says Verrett has torn ACL. We don't know. Unless I haven't heard anything, but I just hope that's not the case. John, what's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream, John. He says the injuries, man, the first half lead saved us. Yes. Yeah. We definitely, and the first half, I think the Lions the second half, the Lions, they didn't quit. They continued to play. I think the 49ers, we kind of sat back. We weren't as aggressive as we were in the first half. And, I would love to say, oh, well, Shanahan needs to do better or whatever. But, that's human nature. Sometimes you just don't have your foot on the pedal as much as you did in the first half. And that's just human nature. And we didn't play as aggressive in the second half, and the Lions continued to play. And that's why the game was so close. But yeah, so Jason Verrett's hurt. Raheem Mostert hurt. Charlie Warner walked out of the game, or at least he walked to the sideline, but I think he came back in the game. So, he seems to be okay. Sam Bell says, congratulations, intheBay 49ers win over Detroit Lions. Exactly. Only get 17 games, so you got to be happy that, we won the first game of the year, and now we're looking forward to the Philadelphia Eagles. Kay says, you're all good. Catch up with you later, my ninja. Godspeed, everyone. You have a good rest of your Sunday, man. Thanks for tuning in to the stream. And Jay says, we almost blew it. Yeah. John says, unsung heroes are offensive line. Yeah, I would agree with that. I think they did a pretty good job in the running game, especially in the first half. The second half, I think the Lions adjusted because we weren't able to break off any big runs in the second half. But they did create a good pocket for Jimmy. I don't think Jimmy got sacked in this game. I don't think. They put up a graphic on TV. I don't think Jimmy G got sacked, and he didn't have too many pressures. So, or maybe not pressures, but it was knockdowns. So I think they created a clean pocket for Jimmy, and Jimmy played well. I think Jimmy played well. It's Kim. What's good? Appreciate you joining the stream, Kim. She says, hey, Jay, our backups are terrible. Praying for Jason, poor guy. Which backups are you referring to? Let me know in them comments. Let me know which backups you're referring to. Off the top of my head, I mean, our cornerback depth is a huge problem. Honestly, I mean, it's a huge problem. Our cornerback depth, we're going to have to, sign someone, trade for a corner, but our cornerback depth is in serious trouble, especially if Jason Verrett is out multiple games. People in the chat are saying, a torn ACL. I don't know that for sure. But, yeah, we are in our secondary right now. Our corners are in shambles. We're going to have to rely on Lenore, Thomas, Josh Norman, Dante Johnson, and Emmanuel Mosley is still hurt. He's been battling hamstring and knee injuries this offseason. So do we really think Emmanuel Mosley is going to come back, be 100%? I mean, man, that's I don't think that's going to happen. I want to be optimistic about Mosley, but hamstrings don't get better during the season. They just don't. Hamstring injuries do not get better during the season. And hopefully his knee gets better. But man, our corners, we are definitely going to have to, continue to add talent. We need to draft at least 2 corners next year as well, plus add in free agency. Because if our starting corners are Mosley, Lenore, K'Wan Williams was out there. He was working out there in the slot. He didn't really pop out on the screen to me, but it was good to see K'Wan Williams out there. But, starting opposite of, if Mosley's back next week, who knows? But I guess it'll be Lenore again, and then maybe Josh Norman will be ready. But and what's up with Trey Sermon? Why was Trey Sermon a healthy scratch? Shanahan definitely has to answer that question. Why was Trey Sermon a healthy scratch? Josh Norman, I guess we kind of get because he just wasn't physically, ready to play. But man, we definitely, I'm definitely hoping the best for Jason Verrett and Raheem Mostert. Key in the building. What's good? Appreciate you joining the stream, Key. Key in the building talks about everything Philadelphia sports. Me and Key will be doing a live stream next Sunday before the Philly game. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, it was a close. Did y'all pull it out, Key? Did y'all beat the Battle of the Birds from the Eagles and Falcons? Did y'all win? Let me know in them comments. if you're still on. Travis Berg Jr., what's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream, TB. He says, remember that guy that said the Lions would beat the Niners 42-3? Oh, man, yeah, it definitely wasn't that, but, the Lions definitely put up a fight. The Lions definitely did not quit. That's for sure. It's Kim. Go, DJ. That's my DJ. Go, DJ. I saw DJ Jones out there. It wasn't one of his best games, but, there's definitely room for improvement. And I'm glad we got the win, but there are definitely areas we have to get better. And especially run defense was an issue, especially in the first half. They were gashing us up the middle with their runs. That's definitely an area. Hopefully Kinlaw will be back sooner than later. Star Scream Sub 026. What's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream, man. I like that avatar you got there. Did y'all see Azeez Al-Shahir, the linebacker? Man, he was all over the field making plays. Dre Greenlaw was making plays. Fred Warner was out there. But, yeah, linebackers definitely are a strength on this team. They looked good. I thought the defensive line was solid. Shout out to Penei Sewell. I had mentioned earlier on that I thought Penei Sewell, he would get his comeuppance. Penei Sewell would be, would get his welcome to the NFL moment, but that didn't really come today. So I gotta give a shout out to Penei Sewell. He showed why he's one of the best offensive linemen to come out of the NFL. I mean, he kept Bosa in check. Let's be real. He did a good job on Nick Bosa. I know Nick Bosa had that one, I think it was a tackle for a loss against the running back, but Nick Bosa, I would have to look at the stats. I don't know if he got any pressures on the quarterback or any hurries. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I don't remember really Bosa being around the quarterback or Armstead really, but I saw it was definitely great to see D4 got a D4 sighting. That was definitely good to see. I think, what was it? I think it was Kevin Gibbons who had the sack, or was that Street? Let me see. I think that was Kentavious Street who got the sack. That was great to see. Trey Lance, he was looking to the right and looking to the left. Trey Lance got that touchdown catch, Trey Lance threw that touchdown pass to Trent Sherfield. That was good to see. What do you guys think about how Trey Lance was used? I mean, I don't know. I mean, I know it's still early, but he ran a lot more than, I don't know, but it's still early. John says our cornerback depth is already taking a hit, and having Azeez Al-Shahir come back in the game helped us survive too. Absolutely. He was making plays. Greenlaw was making plays. But, yeah, the Niners are going to have to bring in another cornerback. They're just going to have to. They're going to have to bring in 3 or 4, have them all try out, pick the best 2, put 1 on the practice squad because, we're going to need help in that cornerback room. That's for sure. Let's see. Sam says, hey, Jay, no comment on the Arizona Cardinals defeating Tennessee Titans. No comment. Man, I had Derrick Henry on one of my fantasy teams, man. Dang, man. I don't even think he hit double figures in yards, man. I was like, whoa, what's going on there? But the Cardinals showed up. And the Titans figured to be one of the better teams in the AFC. You figure you got the Chiefs, the Browns, the Bills. I think the Titans are a top 5 AFC team, and they just laid an egg in their home opener. That's weird. That's definitely weird. But big ups to the Cardinals going on the road week 1 and getting a huge win. CG Ruthless Sports, what's good? He says, I'm mad. This was unacceptable. A win is a win, but can't win pretty. Yeah, I mean, it definitely wasn't, the first half was off the chain. That's 49er football, baby. The third quarter, it was solid. And then the fourth quarter, we just left off the gas. Jason Verrett going out, that definitely hurt the cornerbacks for sure. And, you got to give props to Detroit. They didn't quit, so a win is a win. It's a marathon, not a sprint. I'm happy we got the win, but I know, just as you know, CG, that there's room for improvement, and we have to continue to get better. Jay says that CG Ruthless, at least Don Bird won't show up anymore. Maybe he will. Maybe he'll say, see, I told you we're not that bad. We only lost by 8 points, you know? Maybe that's what he would say. Let's see. Jay says if the Rams win, the NFC West will be 1-0 through the first. Yeah, because I know Seattle was looking good in Indy. I take it they won. Then the Rams played them good old Chi-Town Bears. Sunday night football prime time. Definitely looking forward to that game. I think it's going to be closer than what people think. No one. What's good? Appreciate you joining the stream, No One. And if you guys are in the chat, make sure you leave a thumbs up for the stream. Let YouTube and I know that you're enjoying the stream. I would appreciate that. It goes a long way. No One says, what's up? Did you get a new cam? Video is clear. Oh, man, I appreciate you for noticing, man. You know, I had to upgrade, you know, the quality, man, because, of course, I appreciate all the subscribers. I appreciate people who are in the chat. But I want to give you guys, you know, a good product. I want you guys to enjoy what you're watching. I think you guys do enjoy it. But, yeah, I want to make sure that video quality continues to increase. I have to constantly level up. Like Meek Mill said, I got to continue to level up. And like CC say, shout out to CC. But CG Ruthless says it's reported he tore his ACL, shaking my head. Damn, we can't catch a break. Yeah. Very unfortunate with Jason Verrett. He had a hell of a year last year, Pro Bowl year. And yeah, it's very unfortunate because he's battled injuries all throughout his career since he was drafted by the Chargers. And yeah, you know, it sucks for Jason Verrett and the 49ers. He's our best corner, and we're already down Emmanuel Mosley. So basically our 2 starting corners are already out. Hopefully Mosley will get sooner because we're definitely going to need him. It's Kim says, why can't we start the season playing on grass? Yeah, I know. First the turf took out Robbie Gold. Did y'all see that? I know y'all saw that the turf took out Robbie Gold. I mean, what are they doing to that turf out there in Detroit? And then, yeah, with Verrett, that was definitely tough to see. You know, him going down from that injury, very tough to see. But yeah, that's very unfortunate. I'm hoping it's not torn ACL. I haven't heard. I know that's what they fear, but I haven't heard anything for certain. But you know, I'm holding out hope. CG Ruthless says Jimmy was sacked once. Okay, and I think that's pretty good. By the 49ers offensive line only allowed 1 sack. I mean, that's pretty good. And I don't think he was hurried that much. I think they created a good pocket for Jimmy to throw. And next week, you know, against the Eagles, that's going to be – I think they have a pretty good defensive line, especially Fletcher Cox. He could be a problem, but I know Shanahan will scheme up plays to move away from Fletcher Cox. I know. And I think we'll be good. But that will be an interesting matchup next week, Fletcher Cox against the interior of our offensive line. The Sports Star, what's good? Appreciate you coming in, the Sports Star. Hopefully your Sunday is going well, man. Well, actually, no, it's not because you are a Titans fan. Man, I was surprised the Titans laid an egg, man. I'm surprised. At home against Arizona. Arizona's a good team, no doubt about that. But I thought you guys would put up more of a fight. And it looks like CG says, yeah, I remember that. Okay, I remember that play now, CG, where it looked like Jimmy, it was a play action. Kittle was on the end, and Kittle blocked down because I'm sure in play action, that's the motion that you want the defense to go to. So if all the offensive linemen are going to the left, Kittle followed to the left, but then the corner that was covering Kittle just ran in and got a sack. So, you know, I don't know if Jimmy should check out of that or if Jimmy should tell Kittle, hey, watch out for that corner blitz. I don't know, but yeah, that was one play that the Lions had a sack. It's Kim says it's cornerback for sure. I hope Josh is ready. Yeah, Josh Norman going to have to be ready. He going to have to be ready, man. Next week, I mean, whatever we got to do to get him up to speed, man, you know, he needs to be ready week 2 for sure. He needs to be ready. Crazy Juice, what's good? Thanks for tuning in to the stream, Crazy Juice. He says, I can't believe the Lions almost tied the game. Yeah. I mean, the Lions, they never quit. And, that's what they're supposed to do. Never quit, never give up. And the 49ers, we just, let off the gas a little bit. And Crazy Juice says, good thing we still got the win. Absolutely. Yep, I'm glad we got the win. There's only 17 games. You got to appreciate all the wins. But there's definitely room to improve. And I think we know that. Real Talk, Niner Talk. What's good? Appreciate you joining the stream, man. I know y'all was sweating bullets over there. Real Talk, Niner Talk. I know they kept showing Deebo Samuel on the sideline. He looked nervous. Woo-wee. Because Deebo, you made the catch. That was all about ball security. Deebo. Come on, man. Yeah, I mean, Deebo, fortunately, it didn't hurt us, really. But, man, yeah, that would have ended the game right there. We got the first out. That would have ended the game. But fortunately, that didn't come back to hurt us. And the defense stepped up, at the end of the game. So, it wasn't a perfect game, but I think it was solid. So, real talk, what are your thoughts on Jimmy G? Jimmy was looking to the right and looking to the left. Real talk, what are your thoughts on Jimmy G? What grade would you give his performance today? Real talk, Jimmy G. Fern 559 LST. What's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream. He says we need Sherman back ASAP. I mean, right about now, that don't sound too bad. I mean, but let's be real. Sherman, no training camp, no mini camp. He would basically be like Josh Norman. He's not going to be ready, but, he knows the system. He's physical. He's cerebral. I don't know, man. I mean, it doesn't hurt to make a call, but, I honestly, right now, I wouldn't mind it. Why not? What do you have to lose at this point? Bring him in for a workout. See where he's at, his mind, his body. Real Talk, Niner Talk says we're in trouble next week if DeMeco can't scheme. ABS make better adjustments. Yeah. Well, DeMeco Ryans, he is a new defensive coordinator. So he does have to work on adjusting in game. That's something that Robert Saleh, was pretty good at doing, or at least he had experience doing. But DeMeco is a new play caller. And, this is his first game. And I think there are a lot of areas on the team where we can get better. It was definitely not a perfect performance. I'm glad we got the win, but I know Shanahan and the coaching staff feel like, hey, there is room for improvement. And as long as we have that mindset, I think we're good. Because I think we're going to have a better performance against the Eagles, I believe. So, Robert Lyle watching in on Facebook. What's good? Appreciate you joining the stream, Rob. Thanks for tuning in. And, of course, shout out to everyone watching Jay and the Bay and Spotlight Sports Network Facebook pages, respectively. And, of course, everyone watching on Jay and the Bay YouTube channel. I appreciate that. Real Talk, Niner Talk says we had no pressure up the gut. I agree. We definitely miss Kinlaw, that's for sure. And I think the Detroit Lions guards weren't rated highly. Like, it's not like it's a great unit. I think they're solid. But yeah, it would have been nice to get more pressure up the middle from DJ Jones. I know Street got a sack, which was great. But yeah, we definitely the interior of the defense, especially the run defense, it definitely left a lot to be desired. We definitely miss Javon Kinlaw. Hopefully he can come back sooner than later, especially, Javon Kinlaw and also Emmanuel Mosley. We're definitely going to need those guys to come back sooner than later. It's Kim says a win is a win. Definitely run defense. Yeah, they were gashing. The first play the Lions had on offense, it was like a 10-yard run right up the middle. I'm like, man, this is how it's going to be. But fortunately the defense played well enough, to not allow many touchdowns. So, Real Talk, Niner Talk says the linebackers saved this game. I would agree with that. Yeah, Greenlaw, Warner, Al-Shahir, they were flying all over the field. They were making plays, making tackles, making big hits. So, Real Talk, Niner Talk says, you think our D-line looks solid? I would say there's room for improvement. Were they great? No. Samson E. Buchan. They made plays when they needed to. That's what I'll say. especially that the last play of the game, Samson came in unblocked, and he forced Goff to throw before he wanted to. Nick Bosa, hey, he hasn't played in a year, and Penei Sewell did an excellent job against him. But yeah, I would have to look at the pressure and all that, the stats, but Jared Goff, for the most part, he had a clean pocket. I would agree with that. For the most part, Jared Goff had a clean pocket. And yeah, the defensive line definitely has to get better. We have to, continue to get more pressure on the QB, and especially now because the defense, the corners, y'all hear me say this all the time. Secondary's best friend is defensive line, and we're definitely going to have to get pressure on Jalen Hurts and Philly, but there's room for improvement. Real talk, room for improvement in all facets of the game. It's Kim says, hit the like, guys. Absolutely. I appreciate everyone. Hit that like button for your boy, Jay in the Bay. Josh says, Bosa had that straight bum rush on Sewell, though. But, yeah, Sewell looked more comfortable as a left tackle. Yeah, he definitely looked more comfortable. He looked like, that's why the Lions picked him 7th overall in this year's draft. Yeah, he looked comfortable. Didn't see much from Armstead, but this is I hate to say it's a recurring theme, but it's one game though. It's one game. You're not gonna say, oh, get rid of this guy, whatever. We're not gonna do that after one game, but the defense line will have to be better. Absolutely. Let's see. Let's continue on with these comments. Let's see. Hold on. Let's see. Where did I leave off? Okay, we got. Okay, no one. No one says Bosa did have a play where he drove Sewell way back and ran him over. Okay, that's a good one play. I don't recall that play, but for the most part, Sewell played well. I can't lie. Sewell played well. And Bosa, he played more snaps than I thought, which was good to see for sure. CG says Samson came in the moment to stop Detroit comeback. Yep. And that was definitely good to see Samson out there. D Ford had a sack. That was good to see. And the 49ers, they kept fighting. It's Kim says, don't forget Trey's finger is still healing. He got his first touchdown. That's true. I was kind of surprised Trey didn't get in more. I was kind of surprised. I think he had probably less than 5 plays that he came in, probably. I was a little surprised by that. But Kim makes a great point. His finger is still healing, but he looked fine throwing the ball when he was in there. Robert Lyle says, go Eagles. Oh, yeah, because you are an Eagles fan representing that Philly Sports Podcast. We got them good old Eagles next week. Can't wait. Did y'all get y'all first win? Because I haven't really paid attention to much of the other games outside the NFC West. Did the Eagles get their first win, or did the Falcons get that? Niner Faithful, what's good? Thanks for tuning in to the stream, Niner Faithful. I see you with that prime time avatar. He says, I hope D'Amico gets better at play calling because that ending was a little concerning. Well, we got to give props where it's due. Look at Dante Johnson. I know people love to hate on Dante, but he made some plays. I know he gave up that goal line touchdown to Tyrell Williams, but after that, hey, he prevented some passes being completed, So shout out to you, Dante. We're going to need you, Dante. We gonna need you. We gonna need every quarterback we can get. There's no doubt about that. So, Niner Faithful says, "Congrats on the new camera." Absolutely, man. I gotta continue. Like I said before, I gotta continue to level up, like CC say. You know what I'm saying? So, got the new camera. Definitely glad we got that. Quality's better. So I appreciate that, Niner Faithful. Real Talk Niner Talk says, you blow a 38-10 lead. They'll start calling for D'Amico's job soon, just like they did Salah. Honestly, though, yeah, I mean, the defense definitely gave up some plays. Our best cornerback, Verrett, was out. you gotta take that into consideration. I believe when Verrett left the game, we were still up. I think we were still up 41-14. I think, or was it 41-17? I don't know. It was one of those two. But I think when Verrett left the game, we were still up. So you got to take that into consideration. Verrett was the best corner, and now he gets hurt. Of course, we're going to be exposed in the secondary. But I mean, it's one game. Real talk. Come on, baby. It's just one game, man. We ain't calling for D'Amico's job. Real talk, Niner talk. I told you the cornerbacks were our weakest position. You right. Hey, what you think about bringing back Richard Sherman? Faithful Niner Empire. What do you guys think? One person in the chat mentioned Richard Sherman. At this point, what the hell do we have to lose? At this point, hey, let's see where Sherman's at. His mind, his body, his soul. Get him into football shape. Maybe he could come back by the bye week. I don't know. But we're going to need all the help we can get at corner, especially if Verrett is out for the rest of the year. Emmanuel Mosley, who knows? He's got the knee. He's got the hamstring. Even if he comes back, how effective will he be? So that leaves us the healthy cornerbacks who are currently on the Niners roster. What is that? Lenore, Thomas, Josh Norman. He's healthy. He's just not physically ready. And Dante Johnson. I believe that's the only corners we have. I think we do have one or two corners on the practice squad, so I'm assuming they will be brought up to the active roster if need be. But yeah, I mean, yeah, our secondary, our corners are definitely in trouble. There's no doubt about that. Real talk said, and what was going on with Trey Sermon? Why is Trey Sermon a healthy scratch? I don't get it. I'm sure Shanahan will address that today. Why was Trey Sermon a healthy scratch? I don't get it. Real Talk Niner Talk says, I'd rather Kyle not play Trey Lance at all than to use him for his little trick slash gadget plays. I was surprised, Real Talk. I was surprised. I was like, what is Shanahan doing? He's using him like he's like Taysom Hill or something. What are you doing, Shanny? I was surprised by that. But, it's still early. It's still early. And maybe Shanahan didn't play Trey more because, Jimmy was looking good. Maybe that was it. I don't know. But it's only one game. Aiden fam, what's good? Appreciate you joining the stream, man. I know your Seahawks look good today against some good old Indianapolis Colts. You can't sleep on the Seahawks, man. I know people say, Russell's unhappy, yada, yada, yada. All I know is he can sling that rock with the best of them, and he's got a plethora of weapons on the offensive side of the ball. Seahawks will definitely be a problem. And right now, the NFC West is 3-0. So it's all up to the Rams. Can they win tonight against the Bears? But we'll see. And Aiden says Cardinals dominated the Titans today. Yep. Seahawks Eddie, what's good? Thanks for tuning in to the stream, Eddie. Another Seahawks fan. I know you feeling good that your Seahawks won, man. Congratulations, man. J.A. Aguayo 56, what's good? Appreciate you joining the stream, man. He says, hey, Jay and the Bay, how's everyone doing today? A great learning lesson. We got sloppy at the end, but it's a win. We played well. Jimmy played very good game. I agree, and I like your assessment. We played sloppy, but it's a great learning lesson, and I think we'll definitely get better from this. We'll learn from it, and we can't have another second half today like we did against Philly, especially on the defensive side of the ball. We just got to tighten up. We got to tighten up. Fern 559 LST, what's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream. He says, man, looks good to see Debo leading the NFL in receiving yards. Yeah. And I know a lot of people probably won't credit, but that was a great throw. Well, I would say this. Jimmy, I don't know if that was a great throw because obviously a great throw, you want to throw it in stride so the receiver just catches it and then they run to the end zone. But Jimmy gave Debo an opportunity to make a play on the ball, right? That's what quarterback's supposed to do. Obviously, you want to throw a perfect pass every time you drop back, but that's just not reality. Faithful. Jimmy threw that ball up there, gave Debo an opportunity to make a play on the ball, and Debo, credit to Debo, he looked back for the ball, caught it, and then he ran away from the defender. So shout out to Debo, shout out to Jimmy for standing in the pocket, taking a huge hit, and delivering a catchable ball. And that's what Jimmy did. And Jimmy threw for over 300 yards. That's an accomplishment there. I gotta give a hot diggity dog. Blue True, I appreciate that super chat, and it's very fitting. $10.49. That's right. I like that. Blue True says, congrats on the win, Niner Empire. It had me sweating for a minute, though. Yikes, exactly. Yeah, that was too close for comfort. Definitely, I don't want to see performances like that, especially in the second half. I totally understand a win is a win, but yeah, that definitely had me sweating. I was like, woo-wee. That was too close. Let's see. Let's get back to these comments. Fern says, LOL, I know it's just one game, but haven't seen that in a while. Yeah, no, that's very true. Ethan, the sports kid. What's good? Appreciate you coming through to the stream. Ethan, did your team, the Patriots, win today? Or do they play the Dolphins? I don't know if y'all played already. Honestly, I was so laser focused on the Niners. I don't even know what happened in the rest of the NFL. I was just focused on the Niners. But if your team won, congrats, man. I don't even know if they played yet. But Crazy Juice says the Eagles got their first win. All right, so so you have two undefeated teams meeting up in Philly. All right, that's what I'm talking about. That's gonna be a pretty good game. And that's crazy. The Falcons, I thought their offense would be one of their best units. And, they struggled against Philly for sure. And shout out to Big Low Country Sports. I definitely got to watch you later. I'm sure you're going to give your analysis on why the Falcons lost. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to that, man. Woo. So let's see. He said, Crazy Juice says the Eagles won 32-6. Wow. Hot diggity dog. That's crazy. 32-6. Wow. That's interesting. I appreciate that update, though. Real Talk Niner Talk says if the defense continues to play the way they did today, guaranteed his job would be in jeopardy. Yeah, if they play like this in an entire season, yeah, but I mean they played pretty good in the first half. I mean, besides the run defense, yeah. I mean, but yeah, I mean you're right. The defensive line, they have to make more plays. There's no doubt. They got to make more plays, whether that's play calling, whether that's scheme. I don't know what it is, but the defensive line has to be better. That's for sure. Defensive line has to be better. There were some standout performances today. Elijah Mitchell, I thought he looked good on his touchdown run. I think he, in the second half, the Lions adjusted, but I think for the most part, Elijah Mitchell looked good. I'm shocked he lasted until the 7th round of the draft. Trey Lance threw that touchdown pass. That was good to see. And Trent Sherfield had that touchdown catch. That was also good to see. Kittle had a good game. I know that ball hit off his face mask, but that was kind of weird. That was a weird bounce. Kentavious Street, he had the one sack. I thought Jimmy G and the 49ers offensive line looked pretty good today. Hasty had a touchdown run. Dre Greenlaw had that interception return for a touchdown. That was good. We had the D4 sighting. He had a sack. That was, of course, good to see as well. And, of course, things we got to work on. The run D, we did have that turnover, the first play of the game with Jimmy. I don't know what that was, Faithful. I don't know if that was Jimmy fumbled the snap or did Alex Mack not put the ball, farther. Like it looked to me when I saw it, it looked like Jimmy didn't even get his hands on the ball. Like it just looks like Mack snapped it and then the ball just fell to the ground. So I don't know. But fortunately, that did not, hurt us. And as Jay said, on to Philly. That's right. But yeah, man, I appreciate everyone coming into the chat, or excuse me, everyone coming into the stream today. Shout out to Blue True for that super chat. Shout out to everyone else who came in the stream and was conversing with me. Jay, Crazy Juice, Real Talk, Ethan, Fern, Jay Aguayo, Aiden, and Seahawks Eddie. Niner Faithful, Robert Lyle, It's Kim, CG Ruthless, No One, John. Let's see. The Sports Star, Jay, Sam Bell, Starscream, Key in the Building. I'm very excited to do a live stream with Key in the Building next Sunday. We're going to talk about our Niners and Eagles. And, of course, Key in the Building represents that good old Spotlight Sports Network. We are part of that Spotlight Sports Network family, so I'm looking forward to that collab. 49ers Ultimate Report came through. K's came through as well. I appreciate all the support. Let's see. Jason says, better have called Sherm already. Yeah, I mean, one person said that earlier in the stream. Hey, call Sherman. Hey, Sherman, what you up to, man? Obviously he's not going to be in football shape, but, maybe he could come. Maybe he could play, I don't know, week 5, week 6, but it depends on where his mind, body, and soul is at. I don't know, because we definitely know he had, some issues in the offseason, but hopefully that's corrected. But I don't see why not. Why not make the call? I don't see why not, because I don't know who else. It's either Sherm or, some guys on the practice squad, so. But I appreciate you coming through to the stream, Jason. Oh, yeah, I forgot to say, what's good? Thanks for tuning in. He said, Jay says the 49ers fear Jason Brett tore his ACL. Yep. Jay says the 49ers fear. Yeah, Jason Brett tore his ACL. So that's very unfortunate. But I would say it was great to get a win week 1. That's definitely something that needs to be celebrated. But we know that there is definitely room to grow, and I think there should be. I don't think no team is a finished product week 1. I mean, let's put it this way: do you want to play the best game of your season week 1, or do you want to gradually continue to get better? We're going to gradually continue to get better as the season progresses, and we got to win. We beat a team we're supposed to. We're more talented than them. We shouldn't have let them come back, but we did. It's something we'll learn from, and then we're moving on to Philly next week. Very excited for that game. That's another early 10 a.m. kick. I'm looking forward to that game. Most likely, I will try to live stream tomorrow, Monday night. I guess it will be, 49ers latest news, updates, what we learned from today's game, maybe something like that. But I appreciate everyone rocking with me, your boy, Jay in the Bay. I know there's a lot of other content creators who are, live streaming right now, and I appreciate you guys coming to mine, and I'm sure you're hopping in the other live streams as well. But shout out to all the other content creators who are putting out excellent content, whatever it's, pre-game, post-game, whatever. Shout out to you guys as well. And I appreciate everyone rocking with me, and I will see you guys in the next live stream. Go Niners. We start off the season 1-0. That's an accomplishment. There are several teams who can't say that. So we're on the road to Philly. Let's get it. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Your boy, Jay in the Bay.